You cannot tell me God not good. He always provides for us, and I'm so excited. I'm so happy about it. What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time since we posted a video. We had so much going on. I mean, it felt like we were losing everything around us, everything we worked so hard for, we invested so much time into. But I just have to let you know, God is so good. I'm about to share with you just how good he has been to us. And not only how good he's been to us, how he can also be good to you. So I promise you do not want to miss this one. Make sure you stick around for it. And if you are new here, go ahead on and hit that subscribe button and join the family. So we're not going to waste no time. We're going to get right into it, y'all. Let's rewind all the way back to January. In January, me and Kelvin signed a contract to have our very first home built. We worked so hard to get to that point, got them credit scores up. We saved a bunch of money, and no, not because of switching to Geico. We had some great jobs. I mean, we was just out here living our best life. 2 months after we signed that contract, guess what happened? Coronavirus! Yeah, that's it. Coronavirus showed up and started causing chaos. And it was at this point that things started to change for us. So early one Friday morning, on March 20th, Corona went whispered in my boss' ear and told my boss to send their entire staff an email. And guess what? My phone went off with an email that basically said, you have been laid off from this job. So at this point, I'm in total what? I've been what? I just lost my job. Bills was due. And in case you don't know, I am a nurse practitioner. And you may be wondering, yes, I'm sure,
how in the world could you lose your job during a medical world crisis?
Yep, but I lost it. And it's because I was working in a school system and the schools had closed around that time. So no students, no faculty, then guess what? No need for a nurse practitioner to be in the school. So at that point, I started pacing the floor back and forth. I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I'm getting stressed thinking about this stuff again. I had to lay down, y'all. All right, so I go turn in my stuff, and then when I get there, they're like, don't worry, we'll call you back when school's open. So I left, with a little bit more hope. I'm like, all right, cool, and I'll get back to work soon. So I thought. So, life goes on. 2 months pass by. And let me tell you something, y'all. My little old jobless self convinced my husband that it was a great idea to upgrade to a bigger home. And of course, my husband, just as crazy as I am, he went along with it. But you know how it goes. Happy wife, happy life. So we go up in these people's office and sign a contract for a house that costs about $20,000 more than the one we previously signed for. And by the way, we share the entire journey on YouTube. Make sure you go and watch those videos. All right, y'all. So now here comes July. And I got a phone call from my previous job. As promised, they did offer me a new beautiful contract. And I'm bucked up, but I had to keep my cool. I'm like, oh yes, of course. I would love to come back to the job. You know how I gotta do. Now, about a week after that, they call me back and they say, schools will not be doing in-person learning, so unfortunately, we're going to have to cancel your contract indefinitely. Wait, you're going to have to do what now? Whew. It's getting real, y'all, because I'm 2 months away from having to close on this house. We were conditionally approved for the loan on our home, but we still had to show the people a check stub, and I ain't got no job, so if you ain't got a job, what? You ain't got a check stub. So once again, they say, we will call you when schools resume. So me being crazy, I still didn't look for a job. I'm out here playing with fire now, y'all. So 3 days after my job called and just snatched their contract back, I go to my grandfather's house, me and my mom, my cousin there, we check on him. He's back there in the room sleep, you know, we handle some business for him. About 20 minutes after we left the house, my cousin gave me a call and said, Pops don't have a pulse. We call my grandpa Pops. And I'm like, wait, what? I just run to the car, and I just remember doing like over 100 down the road to get there. And when I get there, I find him in his chair, and you know, he's sitting there, but he looked like he's just sleeping. So of course, you know, I check, and he didn't have a pulse, you know. So, and I'm trying not to cry, y'all. So I had lost my grandfather.
Please show me the stairway that I have to climb. Lord, for my sake, help me to take one day at a time.
So now I'm in this really, really horrible place. I'm overwhelmed. And then, you know, I just had my contract canceled. I don't know what's about to happen with my living situation. I was on unemployment. Unemployment was about to come to an end, and bills was due. So I'm emotionally eating. I'm putting back on all that weight that I worked so hard to get off. So after that, I'm just sitting at home, not doing nothing, in a deep depression. I guess I'm thinking God was just gonna come knock on my door and be like,
here, all your problems are solved. You're good to go get your house, and life is great again.
we know it don't work like that. Well, we should know. So around my birthday is when I finally figured it's a good idea to go ahead on and start looking for a job. Now I'm putting in job applications everywhere. I got to start working. I call the other job back, and I'm like, did y'all hear anything from the schools? You know, I'm checking the school websites every day. I mean, y'all got to update when them children going back to class. And mind you, I had threw a whole lot of furniture and all kind of stuff away. I was furniture shopping. I had put down on a sofa. I was really out there just moving in faith. Sometimes I was being silly, but I was stepping out on faith, all right. So when I got to that low point, you know, where I felt like everything was working against me, the point where you don't know what to do, I finally realized that I was doing everything except what I should have initially done. And that was go to God, you know, and include God in what I'm doing. It was all Monique, Kelvin. It was just us, and it was no us and God. I decided it was time for me to go on a fast. A 7-day fast. 7 is the number of completion. So that's why you guys hadn't seen me for a while, because I fasted from the one thing that I really needed the most at that time, and that was social media. And social media was the one way that I was making money during the time that I was not working. But I went to God and I was like, God, you know, I am willing to give up all I have left. So I deleted everything off my phone. No Facebook, no Instagram, no Twitter, no YouTube, nothing. I was desperate. But sometimes it's those moments that really pull you back in and bring you closer to God. Bring you back where you're supposed to be. So while on this fast, every single day I read the word from like 5 to 8 hours a day. Like when I say me and Cole spent time together, we were spending some time together. And I heard him so clearly. Like we talked together. I felt like we walked together. I prayed. I meditated a lot. You know, I did a lot of cleaning, but not only cleaning to my home, but cleaning on the inside of me. And it was the most peace I've had in a long time. Even though everything else was falling apart around me. So right in the middle of the fast, guess what happens? I get a phone call from a job, and they asked me to come and interview with them. But guess when the interview was scheduled for? It was scheduled for the day I was supposed to end my fast, at the very next hour after I ended it. You can't tell me God not good. So after the fast ended and the day came of the interview, I went to my interview and things seemed to go great. And they told me, okay,
we'll call you and we'll let you know our decision.
Now, you know, when you hear those words, you don't know what to expect. So you trying to evaluate how they said it. Like, did they say it like they really meant they was going to call you back? Or did they say it like they're looking for somebody else? You know, did their voice fluctuate and change a little bit when they told you they was going to call you? Like, you trying to look for any kind of sign to see if they really going to call you or not. You know we be going crazy when we going through it. So the next day came and they called back. And she said,
thank you for coming into the interview. We enjoyed meeting with you on yesterday.
oh Lord, I know what's about to come next. Then she said,
We would like to offer you the job.
I had to compose myself. You know I had to put that professional voice on. I too enjoyed meeting with you on yesterday. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Then after that, she gave me my salary offer. It was beyond what I imagined. And it was more than my previous job. I'm like, you know what, God, go ahead on, keep on blowing my mind. So I accept the job. And as soon as I hang up, I call my mortgage lender. I'm like, I got a job with a W-2. Let's go. So she go ahead on and process everything. And they're like, that'll work. So guess where we at, y'all? We in our house, y'all. Yes. Hey, you see that house back there? That's our house, yeah. That's our house, yeah. We at our house, yeah. Won't he do it?
Girl, I'm watering the grass, about to make sure all this grass is all of our grass.
You better let him know. You better let him know.
We have the best grass in the neighborhood.
You better let him know.
Better know it.
Yes. So we closed on the house on September 21st.
Get excited, y'all! Yes.
We pull it up, y'all. We gotta get up in here and get this house. Let's go. We have the mask up.
This is everything for you.
All right.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. You see that? You see that? You see that? We got the keys. We got the keys. We got the keys.
Unlock our zoo. Unlock our zoo.
Welcome to our house.
Yes. Oh my God. This is our house. So you can't tell me God not good, y'all. You cannot tell me God not good. He always provides for us. And I'm so excited. I'm so happy about it because he never lets me down. Thank you so much, God. You know, God told me that I clothe the lilies of the field. I feed the birds of the air. Don't you think I'll take care of you? You mine. And God is saying the same thing to you too. Whatever you're going through right now, you're mine. So he's going to make sure you have what you need. And we all in different levels of situations, going through different things. You don't have to be on a ventilator in an ICU for God to move for you. God will meet you at your needs, wherever you are, whatever situation you're going through. See, we set these limits on God. God will only do something for me if it's this bad, or if it's this much, or if it looks this way. But God is saying, I will take care of you, period. Stop putting the limits on me. But God is so good. I had to share this testimony with you guys because Jesus did miracles for people to see and believe. And we are supposed to go out and tell our testimonies when things like this happen for us and when God moves for us, because God gets the glory in this situation. And so many more things have happened that we're going to be sharing with you soon. I want y'all to know we definitely missed you guys so much, but we're back. We're going to try our very best to post once a week. We ain't going to be hitting them 2-3 times a week right now. But I just want to thank each and every one of you for riding with us, for being there for us. I saw some of you guys that were checking up on us to make sure we are okay. We really appreciate you for that. And if you are new here, and you still here at this point and you have not hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit it and join the family. We got a lot of exciting stuff coming up and we all gonna grow and glow together. So I'm not gonna keep y'all much longer. So until next time, guys, see you later. Peace.